Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Would You Rather. Now, I'm gonna do this with as logical reasoning as I possibly can. I'm gonna take these suggestions as being very literal in their meaning. So, when this first one comes up, would you rather have triplets or be a triplet? I'm assuming that it means I have to birth the triplets either out of my butt or out of my dong. And both of those don't seem like good options to me, so I'll be a triplet. I'll definitely, if there were 3 Markipliers, which who knows, maybe I'm one of them, considering I'm still a child. But anyway, I'll be a triplet. I don't want to have to deal with that, and I don't want to have to spontaneously grow a vagina to be forced to deal with that, so I'm not gonna do that. Would you rather save the Library of Alexandria from burning, or know what happened to Atlantis? Okay, number 1, Atlantis blew up. Who the fuck cares? It's lost. It's gone. Who cares? It's just sank into the sea. Make up whatever bullshit you want. That's what happened. It was really cool the way it disappeared. Whatever. But if you save the Library of Alexandria from burning, there was so much knowledge in the Library of Alexandria. There was ludicrous amounts of knowledge that was lost. It would change the entire course of human history. At this point in time, if the Library of Alexandria was still around and continued to exist, then there's every possibility we would be even farther along in the technology progression, if this is Age of Empires, than we are now. Who knows what could happen, or maybe nothing, but it's better than knowing what happened to Atlantis. Oh, come on! Atlantis sank! Who cares? It was abducted by aliens! It got blown off into space! They made a nuke and blew themselves to shit! It was actually a city of aliens! And then they just decided, oh, these humans are fucking idiots! We're the fuck out of here! That's what fucking happened! Who cares? God. Would you rather drink a cup of blood or drink a cup of urine? Okay, urine is sterile. Who knows where that blood's from? Who knows what's in that blood? Gross. Not gonna do that. I'll take the cup of piss. Never thought I'd say, you stupid shitbags. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not animal blood. It doesn't specifically say, it says cup of blood. As far as I know, that's 1 blood cell from every creature that has blood. Whereas, if I get a cup of piss, no matter if it's a aardvark piss, if it's elephant piss, if it's human piss, if it's dog piss, if it's, I don't know, praying mantis piss. I don't know if they even piss, but if it is, I know it's sterile. And there's nothing wrong with it. Would you rather kill 5 people with a knife or shoot 10 people to death? I don't know the context of this, but what I do know from a very logical standpoint is if you were trying to kill people, a knife is a really brutal way to do it because you have to look them in the eye. Unless you're stabbing them in the back, but you gotta get really close to them, and that makes it just more personal, so I'm not gonna do that. Although the volume thing, but you know, I guess if I have to, I'd do 5, but I don't think I could. Ugh. Would you rather eat a zombie or be eaten by a zombie? Okay, I'm assuming by eaten by a zombie, you mean that I'm awake, oh, my intestines! I hope they taste bad for you! Ugh. Or eat a zombie, potentially become horrifically infected, and I'm assuming that if you eat a zombie, you're gonna become like one of those super zombies. I think that's how it works. I mean, either way, I'm gonna die. Might as well be a cool super zombie, I suppose. I mean, I don't know if that's actually the outcome, but if I'm gonna be a zombie or dead, I'll take eat a zombie. Who knows, maybe they taste good. Maybe they taste great. Maybe cannibalism is fun. Would you rather save Tupac's life or see Jesus for 2 hours? Who said Tupac is dead? Yeah, I'll save him. I'll save Tupac. Would you rather kick a baby full force or kick 2 baby koalas to death? So, it's either kick a baby to death or kick a koala to death. Two baby koalas. I don't see a way out of this one. It seems pretty cut and dry. I don't think there's a way out of this one. I probably gotta kill some koalas or else I'm gonna look like a monster. Hey, who am I kidding? I've said I'd punch babies in the face before. Like, why am I worried about kicking a baby? Oh, God. I guess there's no guarantee that it's gonna kill the baby. Leading up to this kick, I would go around in a wheelchair like full time so that my legs atrophy and I can't actually use them. And then I just have to like pick up my leg by my arm and kind of swing it like a rope. Piff! And like give it a little kick on its butt. That's what I'd do. Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to kick the baby. Ah, shit. Now that choice is burned in everybody's mind. Would you rather get swine flu or get West Nile? The quote there says you may die, but in order to get full context, I need to know the actual symptoms of swine flu and West Nile. All right, what is swine flu? Symptoms include fever, cough, sore throat, chills, and body aches. Pain in muscles, can be dry cough, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting. Honestly, that sounds like the flu. It doesn't sound all that bad. Why am I worried about that? All right, how about West Nile? Fever, headaches, body aches, skin rash, swollen lymph nodes, severe symptoms, stiff neck, sleepiness, disorientation, coma, tremors, convulsions, and paralysis. Well, that's obviously worse. Well, that's 100% worse. I'll take the swine flu. Bring it on. Would you rather live in an abandoned bomb shelter or live in an isolated tower? I am going to go. Oh, bunker is like Brendan Fraser's cinematic masterpiece Blast from the Past, which I have never seen, but I can only assume that it's quality. Tower is like Rapunzel, but no one comes to visit you or save you. You have commodities and access to Hulu, but over dial-up in both situations. Stuck with Hulu, fuck. Yeah, I mean, if the tower was like some old radio tower and I was able to broadcast like my radio show from there, that'd be kind of cool, but it seems like the tower is like Rapunzel, which means it's made of stone and filled with books and boredom. So I'm gonna go with Brendan Fraser's cinematic masterpiece Blast from the Past bunker, because that sounds cool, and maybe I could gift everybody with my lyrical soft voice throughout the radio waves as I'm slowly going mad and masturbating. Not particularly in that order. I'll take the shelter, I guess. Would you rather have sex with a fat, ugly person or have sex with a hot person that has an STD? This is why they make condoms! It's the purpose of the thing! It's the purpose of it! Is this a problem? And I'm assuming this is a one-time thing. This only seems like a one-time thing. So, like, if I have the choice and it's right in front of me, I'm gonna take the, I'm gonna bag it up. Would you rather have a huge head and a small neck, or have a huge neck and a small head? Okay, this is a matter of engineering. So I'm gonna approach this logically. If you have a large head and a small neck, it's structurally unstable. It's just not possible to keep it up there and have it in any sort of stability. If you get hit in any capacity in the neck shoulder area, your head is literally gonna pop clean off of your neck and go flying and you're dead. If you have a very thick, sturdy neck with a very small head, you're like a missile. You're gonna cruise in there. You got a goal for football. You're gonna be great at it because you're never gonna get any head injuries on there. Or at least neck injuries. You can still bash your brain around, but, you know, you're gonna be built like a tank, and that's what I'd rather have. I'd rather be short, ugly, and strong than huge-headed and vulnerable. Is that already me? I think I got the option of getting a huge neck and a huge head. I got the best of both worlds! Okay, anyway, I'll take the huge neck, please. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Everybody's not thinking logically about this. All those people are gonna be... Their necks are gonna snap the second they walk out the door. If you were a woman, would you rather... I'm not even gonna answer the if you were a woman. Would you rather have a vagina on your right hand or a vagina on your neck? And I'm gonna assume it's in an inconvenient location. Like not front or back, side. It's like over here. No, it's over here on the back a little bit. No, it's under here. Like weirdly placed and high up on the neck. Like just very inconvenient, like almost on the chin, but that's where a vagina is, or on your right hand. I know this looks like my left hand, but it's my right. Trust me. Like, don't look too into this. That's my right hand. Because the way the camera does, it flips the image, so like it's That's my right hand. I'm not an idiot here. It's all righty. I know righty from lefty. Okay, I know that didn't help at all, but to you, lefty looks like left. I'm getting away from the topic. Let's get back to the vaginas. I think this would be fine. Cause you could either wear scarves your whole life or wear a glove. It makes hand jobs real easy, I guess. I'll take the hand vagina, which is another thing that I wouldn't have thought that I would have to shout out aloud on the internet to over 1 million people. Would you rather be extremely unattractive or be extremely attractive but have a hand that smells perpetually like poop? Does this relate to the previous vagina one, but instead of a vagina, it's just a butthole? Cause I can cover that shit up with a glove, like just the same. I'd be hot as hell, and I have a butthole hand. That sounds like winner in my book. Wow. Would you rather have all the phobias known to mankind or have to slowly skin your family and pets alive? So the one is like a lifelong phobia of you're literally afraid of everything, mortally fear. Your skin crawls no matter where you look and you can't close your eyes because you're afraid of the dark and you're afraid of being alone, but you can't be around people because you're afraid of crowds. Like all that bullshit. Or have to skin your family and pets alive. And they're probably gonna die from that. That's most restfully assured. So it's either a lifelong thing or a one-day event of terror. I'll leave that one up to you guys because I don't want to answer it. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Let me know what your answer to this horrible dilemma is down in the comments below. And thanks again everybody for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!